pretty new to DBD, but I really like it. I clip a lot of moments, but I thought it'd be fun to try to show a full match. I tried to keep it short, include any tips or thoughts I had during. If you like the format, have any suggestions or questions, hit me up in the comments. Or you can catch us on Twitch. Link in the description. Basically, artists can shoot crows across the map. You have to charge up and place the crow in the direction you want to shoot. Once the crow is placed, you have 12 seconds to either place another crow or fire. The more crows you shoot at once, the bigger the cooldown before you can place more. And hitting a survivor will swarm the survivor, and hitting a swarm survivor will take the health state. I hope that provides enough of a foundation for the rest of the video. It's a fine team. Nice. Full tower. Usually we use Discordance, which shows 2 survivors are out of gen. We'll set up 2 birds and get a hit, but this time we found Claudette. Sneaky. It's usually best not to aim and shoot directly at the survivor, but instead to put your bird in the survivor's path and let the survivor walk into the flight path. After you hit the first bird, you see the bird's aura for like 6 seconds, so you can use that to judge where the survivor's going. This is a pretty good example because in this instance, it seems like the Claudette doesn't realize that we can see the bird's aura, so we can sneak right up on her. Heart's beating so fast. You can shoot birds at gens while you make your rounds to apply pressure and help you save time. If it doesn't waste any extra time, you could try to line up 2 gens and cover 2 at once. You can shoot up to 3 birds, but there's a cooldown. Cooldown is 5 seconds for 1 bird, 9 seconds for 2 birds, 12 seconds for 3 birds. It takes a survivor 8 seconds to get rid of the birds. So firing 1 bird gives you the most time to follow up and get the hit. Here we get Claudette to drop that pallet pretty prematurely. That was pretty lucky. Watch the birds and hit. If you haven't seen your gens in a minute, you've been chasing a survivor for a minute, now you lost them, it'll take you like 30 seconds to find them. It's probably best to go back to the gens. It only takes a survivor 80 seconds to do one. You can lose them all in 3 minutes. If you shoot birds close to a survivor but don't hit them, sometimes you'll get killer instinct. You can also get them in lockers. I overshot. Watching it back now, I think I should have just waited for the survivor to get to the check spot. Check spots are another great place to shoot when in doubt. I almost missed that. One of my worst habits is picking up a survivor as soon as I down them. Is there anything else I can do? Should I kick that gen? Is there another survivor nearby? Here we managed to injure the mag and get the gen regressing. There's a possibility the gen might have gotten done if we hooked immediately and ignored the mag. I fail this miserably, but this is a really cool trick that I like to use when I use Discordance and barbecue. Can you see somebody doing a gen or something? You can stagger 2 birds by putting one way closer than the other. That way, one hits way before the other, and you'll get a hit across the map. It's very cool. Okay. You may have noticed that the crows hit more than 1 survivor at a time. When you have the add-on Severed Hands, the crows are contagious and will spread from a survivor that got hit to a survivor that's nearby. It pairs super well with the staggered bird cross-map hit we've seen earlier. That couldn't have been far. Underestimated scratch marks in the past, but they're actually very, very, very useful. Try to use those. Ooh, lucky shot. Nowhere to Hide is probably one of my favorite perks. If you hit a gen, you can see any survivor aura within 24 meters. We misjudged that last crow, but we left it so that we could trap this bulb here. If the survivor is close enough to the crow, the shot will immediately take a health state. Oh, so close. Usually, Trapping the pallet like this works really well, but I couldn't do it for the life of me. It all ends very funny though. I get a lucky slow vault. But like at this point, I'm starting to feel pressure. The getting gens done. I just got juiced a little bit. But just like at the beginning of the game, Claudette doesn't seem to realize that I can see it. Oh, they're getting those gens done though. Kind of worrying me. If you place a crow really close to a tile or an object, the flight path can rise above everyone's heads. It's very annoying. Here's an example. Too close, too high. Instead of chasing the Meg, we decide to go for the Sable. This way we put pressure on both survivors to heal. I can't guarantee that's what I was thinking at the time, but looking at it, I think that was the right choice. Trying to remember where gens have been progressing can help you find people, but when in doubt, you can just shoot birds. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. My thought is that maybe she got startled by the birds again. Barbecue and Chili will show you the aura of survivors more than 40 meters away when you hit someone. Oh. Some survivors will try to jump in a locker as soon as you hit them with the crows. This will get rid of the crows right away. While they were unhooking and healing, it took a while to find anyone and it got a little bit boring, so I sped it up significantly. I didn't want to leave anything out, so I left that. But if you prefer cuts, let me know in the comments. Really appreciate some suggestions, criticism, whatever. We were just doing rounds, trying to figure out which gen they were going to go back to. I really enjoyed this chase. First you trap the window, and you just listen for the ball. We seen her run into the rock, so we lined up on the rock. And then we see her running to the pallet, so we line up on the pallet. I know it's not much, but it's the execution. I don't know. It's satisfying. Go. Ace, that's your first hook? Really? We end up losing the Meg and decided to go back to the shack. So we know someone's close by, but we almost missed them. When you use nowhere to hide, make sure to look up and down too. Likely aren't too far. Huh. So we know from earlier there was 2 at the shack, and we haven't kicked the gen yet. We do a quick round outside, and then we come back. I'll just hit this. And it looks like we forced somebody to rush into the locker. And I think they gave up.
Good game.
Well, a little bit of goodness in the end game, chat. Really fun game. It looks like they didn't go too hard on us either. Anyway, hope you enjoyed.
Am I gonna get you stinky?
If you made it to the end, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like or dislike the video. Comment what you'd like to see next, or what I can do to make this better. Anyway, thanks. See you later.
That was awesome.